Its cities are modern, fast, and highly developed. But behind this success, a silent crisis is growing. South Korea now has one of the lowest birth rates on Earth. Every year, fewer children are born, and the population is beginning to shrink. Experts believe this could reshape the future of the entire country. But how did this happen in such a wealthy and advanced nation? The problem started over many decades. As South Korea developed rapidly, life became more competitive. Education became extremely intense, jobs became harder to secure, and housing prices in big city continued to rise. For many young people, starting a family became financially overwhelming. As a result, marriage and childbirth were delayed or avoided completely. The effects are now clearly visible. Schools in some areas are closing due to a lack of students. Entire neighborhoods are seeing population decline. Companies are struggling to find enough workers. Though at the same time, the elderly population continues to grow. This creates a heavy burden on healthcare and pension systems. A shrinking workforce must support a rapidly aging society. For younger generations, the pressure is immense. Long working hours leave little time for personal life. Social expectations make life even more stressful. Many feel they cannot afford to raise children. Some decide not to have families at all. What was once a normal part of life is now seen as a luxury. The government has tried multiple policies to reverse the trend. Billions have been spent on incentives and support programs, but the birth rate continues to fall. Some experts believe immigration could help solve the issue. Others think deeper cultural and economic changes are needed. South Korea may be showing the world a future that many countries will face soon. A future where fewer people means a completely different society. South Korea is not alone. Many developed countries are facing similar problems. Japan, Italy, Germany, and even parts of North America are experiencing declining birth rates. As societies become wealthier and more urbanized, family sizes tend to become smaller. People marry later, they have fewer children, and in some cases, they choose not to have children at all. What is happening in South Korea may simply be the most extreme example of a global trend. The economic impact could be enormous. A shrinking population means fewer workers, fewer consumers, and slower economic growth. Governments may collect less tax revenue while spending more on healthcare and retirement programs. Businesses may struggle to fill important jobs. Entire regions could lose population and become less productive over time. These challenges are forcing leaders to rethink how modern economies can survive with fewer people. Despite the challenges, South Korea continues to search for solutions. New technologies, automation, and artificial intelligence may help reduce some of the pressure. Companies are investing heavily in robotics, cities are adapting to an aging population, and policymakers continue to experiment with new ideas. Whether these efforts will succeed remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. The future of South Korea may provide a glimpse into the future of many countries around the world. In the past, large families were common across South Korea. Parents often expected to have several children, communities were filled with young people, schools were crowded, and neighborhoods continued to grow. Today, the situation is very different. Many couples decide to have only one child, while others decide not to have children at all. This dramatic change happened within just a few generations. For a country that developed so quickly, the social transformation has been equally remarkable. One of the biggest concerns is what happens to rural areas. As younger generations move to large cities, many small towns continue to lose population. Some villages now have more elderly residents than young people. Shops close, schools disappear, and local economies become weaker. In some places, entire communities are slowly fading away. At the same time, South Korea remains one of the world's technology leaders. The country invests heavily in innovation. Artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation are expected to play a larger role in the future. Some believe these technologies can help offset the effects of a shrinking workforce, but technology can only solve part of the problem. Population decline affects culture, communities, and daily life in ways that machines cannot replace. The story of South Korea is not simply about numbers. It is about how modern societies are changing. The choices people make about work, family, and the future are reshaping entire nations. Whether South Korea finds a solution or not, the world is watching closely. because what happens here today may happen elsewhere tomorrow. And that is why South Korea's population crisis matters far beyond its borders. There is another reason why experts are worried. Population decline does not happen all at once. It starts slowly. At first, the changes are almost invisible, but over time, fewer births lead to fewer students, fewer workers, and eventually fewer consumers. Entire industries can be affected. The challenge grows larger with each generation, and by the time the effects become obvious, they are often difficult to reverse. Some economists believe South Korea could become a testing ground for the future. If the country finds a way to maintain growth despite a shrinking population, other nations may follow its example. If it fails, the consequences could be severe. Governments around the world are watching closely, because many countries are moving in the same direction. South Korea is simply arriving there first. For now, South Korea remains a vibrant and innovative country. Its cities are full of energy. Its technology continues to influence the world. But beneath the surface, a demographic transformation is underway. The choices made today will shape the country's future for decades to come, and perhaps they will shape the future of many other nations as well. The question is no longer whether population decline matters. The question is how the world will adapt to it.